good. Alright, so I'm done up here.
Checking in, there are markers around the gymnasium that can help identify your location. Just a reminder to all those of you checking in, please try to find your designation. There are markers around the gymnasium divided up into the 4 quadrants where you can see your location. So as soon as you check in, try to get to exactly where you're supposed to be. Thanks, guys. Just a reminder, as you are checking in, finding your designated gingerbread house location. There are 4 quadrants with markers stationed around the gymnasium to help identify where you're supposed to be. We have already seen the girls' basketball team's house ready to go, the softball team, the bowlers, the super buddies, the Chanwoos. Building starts in 25 minutes.
Hello and welcome to Hersey Gingerbuild 2017. I'm Kelly Helmer.
I'm Josh Ho.
And I'm Alex Rivera Grant.
Tonight, the Hersey community comes together to raise home for Sergeant Eric Morante and a soldier's journey home by building gingerbread houses.
We'll be checking in all night long with exclusive interviews and good times.
If you'd like to donate to a soldier's journey home, click the link at the bottom of this screen at any time throughout the night.
Or if you'd like to be featured on this live stream, use the hashtag Gingerbuild 2017.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the 2017 Gingerbuild.
to the Soldier's Journey build, please do so. If you have any questions, find a Hersey staff member. They will point you in the right direction. We will also be wandering around the build throughout the day, highlighting certain houses by certain teams. So be ready. The build starts in 6 minutes. And Reggie's group is not here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are opening up your gingerbread house and you've seen some damaged or broken parts, try your best to see if you can assemble it, or I was consulted to tell you to go find Mr. Vesper, who will give you cardboard to help alleviate any broken situations, or you adapt and do the best you can. We apologize if you have any broken gingerbread pieces. Find Mr. Vesper. Be delicate. Ladies and gentlemen, again, as you're locating your designated gingerbread location, just a reminder, we do have plenty of extra accessories for your house. Remember, these will be judged. We are streaming on HTV YouTube. There will be some recognition for your talents and your excellent efforts. We are looking forward to an excellent build tonight. Remember the cause and the reason. This is all to support the Soldier's Journey Home. So let's give it the effort it deserves, right? Scott Tigney and Colton Camish. We need to speak a little louder into the mic if we get it presented to you. That is okay. Stay tuned for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, we'd like to give you one of the key reasons for tonight's Soldier's Journey Home Gingerbuild. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Jim Mix.
Welcome everybody. We're on the move to get started here. If you could be quiet for a second, it's fine. Hey everybody, chill out for a second. Just want to say real quick thank you. And I hope one of the things that we hope for you guys when you get together as a community is that you never forget, hey folks, we can't start until you stop talking. We gotta have silence, man. We cannot start until you stop talking. This is gonna work. All right, fantastic, thank you. You Hersey seniors, you are the first group to graduate that has committed to the Soldier's Journey Home project for 4 years. That means as a group, you have changed 4 lives forever for the better, including their families, and sent a message to our country that we're here for each other. I'm very proud to introduce Hersey graduate and Marine Manny Roman, right here. This is something really special. I was having a conversation with Manny, and he said, you know what's really cool? I thought about something as a Hersey graduate. If something ever happened to me in combat, my high school would have my back. And that's exactly right. Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Huskies. That said, so many people have done so much work. If I started thank yous, the list is too long. I love you all. It's about time to get rolling. We have judges for each quadrant. Mr. Sisson, Manny Roman, we're going to have some Marines judging. We're going to have Maeve Vesper and Eric Morante will be here in about 15 minutes. The Chobanovs are here from last year. You bet Tony's here and family. And some members of Soldier Journey Home, the builders of the house are here. We are ready to go. That said, we're going to sing the national anthem. And then everybody needs to be quiet for that. Find the flag, and we're ready to rock. Let's go! Go! Santa's here!
Greetings everyone, and we are live. 2017 Gingerbuild is underway. As you can see, the Ken Carter Gymnasium is packed. Everyone is excited to build gingerbread houses to support a soldier's journey home. Now let's go take a look at what the previous Gingerbuild was like.
Fascinated, I'm moving fast. so amazing. Every year it gets bigger and bigger. It feels like it's more than doubled this year. I mean, it's awesome. You guys have moved to a bigger space. It's real cool to see everybody come together and build something for a cause like this. Support Tony and his family. It's awesome.
We'll see how that goes. As we're moving along here, we got some staff in the house. We got the Kapiras over here. They've been building gingerbread houses here every year. We have Abby Kapira here. So Abby, do you want to talk into the microphone and tell everybody what you're building today? That's okay. Maybe next time. The soccer house. Miss Girardi, can you tell all of us what your inspiration is today for your soccer house? What are we looking for today? The Hersey girls soccer house is representing Brad Able Nation. They are dedicating their house, Bramble. They said they would know what that is. All right, I'm getting sneers over here from the girls' basketball house, so we're going to come on over here. It looks like the girls' basketball house doesn't have any bricks because they never missed any shots. See what I did there, guys? See what I did there? All right, now we have the senior basketball house. I'm looking to try to see what your inspiration is here. Do you have any feedback for them? All gold, everything. All gold, everything. Gold house, like it. The show choir house. Is this the show choir house, the choir house, or is this just the Deacon's Gallery house? This is the Reggie D. Coleco Don't Mess With Me house. Got it. Awesome.
All right, everybody, we got our first donation of the night. Our first donation comes from Susan. If you guys would like to donate, go to the link at the bottom of the screen in order to donate. Now we send it to Alex with Mr. Mix.
Hey, I'm Alex Rivera Grant, and I'm here with Mr. Mix, the man who started it all. So, Mr. Mix, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Gingerbuild?
When we first started the Soldier's Journey Home project at Hersey, we weren't sure how we were going to raise money. We knew that the community was a giving community, but I was watching WGN and I saw downtown Chicago there was a giant gingerbread house contest at a department store. And about 2 weeks beforehand, I said we could do a gingerbread contest for Jason Smith. And we went, I talked to Mr. Vesper, Carolyn Niersbach, graduate, and Mrs. Kaminsky, and we brainstormed together and came up with the whole thing. We put it together in 2 weeks. I went to Target and bought 150 gingerbread houses or whatever, put them in my saddle, and I looked like a clown car. It was crazy. But we made it work, and it was festive, and we realized it was great, and the students loved it, but also it was, it symbolically fit the cause. So it ended up being just wonderful, and that's that.
That's wonderful. So it started 4 years ago, but seeing how big it's gotten now and how large and how many people come and support this event, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel awesome. Number one, I know, and when I travel to the home builds and then also keep in touch with, whether it's Cody Evans or Jason Smith or Tony Chobanoff, who's here tonight, and with Eric, I've noticed that their lives improve. Stress is gone. Not all gone, not at all. But it feels good also to notice that the team connection, the fact that people are here with their teams, they belong to things. As the kids sang the national anthem, it's something that you belong to that's larger than yourself. I think it feels good to be a part of things. So when kids feel a part of their school and together as a community, they're having holiday fun, but also doing good for the world, it just feels great.
And what's your favorite part of the Gingerbuild?
My favorite part of the Gingerbuild, there's a lot of fun. When I walk around, I love to see the families. I love that the Chobanovs are here and that some of the builders from Soldier's Journey Home. I love that there's police officers here, local, government, that the community's here. My favorite part is that people from the sports and the arts, I love that all sides of the school are here. I love that different angles of the community are here and that we do it together.
That's beautiful. I would like to thank you so much for thinking of this event because it's literally an amazing event.
I didn't do it alone, remember. Niersbach, Vesper, Kaminsky.
So I'm going to have one more question for you. So do you have any projected winners of tonight's event?
Well, we have former Hersey grad Manny Roman Marine judging one quadrant, Mr. Sisson and a few Marines judging a quadrant, Eric Morante and one of his mates from Iraq, judging, and Maeve Vesper's daughter, which is actually Mr. Vesper. So actually, the judges usually pick somebody who, maybe the kid who's just the nicest kid or whatever, but there might be a lot of winners. I'm not sure.
Thank you so much for letting me interview you, and I hope you have a spectacular night.
Thank you guys. HTV rocks. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for being amazing. Broadcasting this live. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you so much. All right, and now we're heading to Josh to see what's up.
Thanks, Alex. What a good interview by Mr. Mix detailing the history of the Gingerbuild. The Gingerbuild is such a great idea, getting the community to rally for a great cause. Now we send it to Kelly with last year's recipient, Tony Shobanov.
For the raffle tickets, just if you are interested in buying raffle tickets, we have a lot of amazing prizes. Mr. Sisson is wingspanning his way around the final sales. We will 38 tickets from a Sisson wingspan. That'll cost you $20. We will stop selling raffle tickets in 5 minutes, okay? We have raffle tickets that need to close in 5 minutes. So if you're interested, swing on over to the east side of the gym. That's the home of the Husky side for your raffle tickets. If you are interested in how to win the raffle ticket and our procedures, we will be pulling the numbers by a Hersey staff, and they will be posted up on the screen in the northeast corner of the gymnasium at 8 o'clock. Again, raffle ticket sales will close in less than 5 minutes. So swing on over to the east side of the gym. Hersey staff will help you with those great prizes. Thanks, guys.
Members of last year's home recipient. We're so excited to have them back. This is their second Gingerbuild. How's it been? We're so happy you're here.
It's been great. Very busy, but great.
It's wonderful. I mean, the house is beautiful. Everything's going great. Baby's obviously eating a lot. So, yeah, it's amazing. It's been a great year.
We're so excited. The kiddos are here too. I remember seeing them so little, and it feels like a little bit of my family as well, just watching everybody grow up. So this is your second Gingerbuild. How does it compare to last year's? If you remember, I know it's crazy.
It grew a lot. It seems like it grew a lot. The word got out, which is a great, amazing thing. Again, another amazing group of people doing a good thing. So.
Yeah, definitely. It looks really well organized, and a lot of people and you know we're not the center, so so that's good.
A little less stress on you, a little bit.
Yeah, nice being out of the spotlight.
I believe it. Have you guys been taking a look at any of the houses? Have you seen a favorite at all?
We haven't got a chance yet.
Obviously, my kids is the best.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Thank you guys so much for talking to us. We're so happy you're back this year. And back to you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. So great to see Tony again and his whole family. It's great to see that he's doing well. Now let's go check out some live footage of the Gingerbuild. Last year. Here we go to a time-lapse video of Tony's build from last year.
We all know why we're here. We're gonna build a house for Tony. Get it done. Let's do it. Army song. Army song. Army song.
Now we go to Kelly with this year's recipient, Sergeant Eric Morante.
Hi, I'm here with 2018 home recipient, Sergeant Eric Morante. Nice to see you. So we are in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, which I'm sure is a big change. I know you're originally from Texas. So how's that adjustment been for now?
The climate change is definitely cold out here, a lot colder than what it is in Texas. And this is supposedly for you guys, this is not even cold.
No.
And if this is not cold, I don't want to know what cold is out here, because I definitely, like I said, I'm out here hurting this whole week. I brought the warmest clothes that I have and own, and it's not doing anything out here. It's not doing no justice at all.
Well, we hope you get adjusted. We love having you out here, even though this is, I know, Cubs and Sox territory. I've heard you're a big Astros guy.
Most definitely, 2017 World Series, historical, ever.
I believe it. I know that's a very exciting for...
It's a great series. It was a great series. Good battle.
So this kind of event, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this kind of absolute chaos that goes on, but what's your first impression of kind of all this drama going on?
There's a lot of stuff going on at one point in time. This is it's almost overwhelming because it's competitive. Everybody's loud. They're running back and forth. There's so many different ideas going on and implement into the house building. I'm like, dude, this is phenomenal. And for it to all be a high school student in the gym, I mean, there's got to be at least 200 people here. At least, and most of these is all students. So I mean, for them to take that on their own and implement that here at the school, it's totally cool.
It's something we're definitely very proud of.
You guys should be, definitely. For you guys to put this together, like I said, it's very inspiring. It's very overwhelming, and you guys are leading examples of what the society needs.
Well, I like to think of it as something small compared to what you've done for our country, so thank you for your service.
Well, if it wasn't for you guys' support, we wouldn't be in the same position that we are, so we definitely appreciate you guys' support, and like I said, following up with us.
Okay. So speaking of service and military service, I've been seeing Team Iron Fist a lot, and I know that boxing has been a really big part of your life beyond, like, before your military career, during and after. Could you talk a little bit about how you started, how it's helped you, how you've progressed?
Most definitely. I started boxing when I was in like middle school, high school era. I started training when I was a kid and then just competed, ended up joining the Marine Corps after 9/11, went and put everything else aside and went for the call for that, and then did 3 combat tours. And during the time frame, we would actually spar and kind of train together between us Marines. And in between time frames, when I was coming back from deployments, I would always go and compete and train and get back in the boxing gym. It's something that helped me just kind of de-stress and kind of relax a little bit. Even though it's a little bit weird, it's like, how are you stress-free when you're getting punched in the face? Well, Marines tend to get some excitement out of that stuff, and for me, it was a further training. So after I lost my leg and we tried to get back into the ring, well, there was always a negative energy that they told us that we wouldn't be allowed to, or it wasn't able to happen. We wouldn't be able to compete. So then after that, we started a league of our own, and hopefully by this next year, come April timeframe, we should be adopted under our own league, under USA Boxing. And then our end-up goal is to try to get into the Paralympics, hopefully by 2020. If we can get into the Paralympics by 2020, then I'll be able to compete and represent Team USA. If it happens anything afterwards, I might be out there coaching, helping Team USA get some amputee fighters out there as well. We got some wheelchair fighters, and we got different types of amputations, lower extremity and upper extremity. We'd hopefully like to get back into that atmosphere. Yeah.
That's so nice to hear.
And we'll need your guys' help and vote to actually implement that, because like I said, we have to vote that sport in, and with your guys' help, if you guys follow up on any of my pages, Google Eric Morante, or Instagram, we have a Twitter account as well, Morante Eric. That's ERICMORANTE. We definitely need your guys' help and vote so that we can get into the boxing and be able to represent championship world. Yeah.
On the subject of boxing, if I was to ever become a professional boxer, what would my stance be? What should I do? How should I prepare?
Well, basic warrior stance is where we actually start your stance from.
All right.
So if you're right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to take your left hand.
Left
your
hand.
Left hand's going to be your lead punch, okay?
Gotcha.
So this is your range finder, right? So what you want to do is you want to look over your your left hand and look right over your knuckles. That should be going right over your eye. Right. Your right hand, and I'll take this over, is going to come right over here by your chin. Yeah, that's it. So what we're going to do is you're going to turn just a little bit. Right, perfect. So that's your basic warrior stance. You get a little bend in the knees, so that way if I want to push back on you, you still have that resistance, correct? So this is your range finder. So you're gonna push this out, bring it right back. So if you land with this hand here, that right hand's gonna be your knockout punch. So this will be punch number 1, pop here, punch number 2. That's it. The 1, 2, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, it's over.
All right. Thank you so much. So if I ever happen to be an Olympic boxer, you can thank Sergeant Eric Morante for that. We're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for coming out, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Awesome. We just want to say thank you and a big shout out to everybody out there supporting the group, supporting this high school. This high school rocks, man.
Thank you so much. Back to Josh.
What a great interview from Eric Morante. He's truly an inspiration to all of us. Eric, we're totally rooting for you in your boxing career. Now we go to more footage of the Gingerbuild.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the 30-minute mark for competing gingerbread houses. We have 4 judges tonight. We have in the southeast corner, we have the Mr. Vesper quadrant. So if you haven't seen Mr. Vesper, say hello, especially for this patent panther blue house that I'm looking at right now. Looks pretty cool. I don't know what's more blue, the house or the lips of the children eating and making the house. We have a cosmic bowling alley over here at the Bowler House. I see it. That is creative. That's good stuff right there, folks. In the other corner of the southwest end of the gymnasium, we have Mr. Sisson's quadrant judging the house. Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not trying to be biased here, but we have the Disney Up House in the southwest corner because choir is going to Disney on December 26th, the day after Christmas. The Up House, come on over and check that out. In the northwest corner of the gymnasium, we have Mr. Manny Roman judging in the Grinch's Cave. So when you see the former Hersey graduate in the red hoodie, make sure you have him stop by and take a look at your gingerbread house. And finally, in the northeast corner of the gymnasium, in the Santa's Village, we have the one and only Mr. Eric Morante judging the rest of the houses. I'm just scanning around here, we're looking around, everything's good, everything's fun. It looks like we have a tornado hit house over here. Just remember, you need to be cleaning all that up later too. Over here in the boys' swimmer house, we have a nice pink bedazzled motif all along the sidings and the roof with candy canes and M&M's galore. We have another swim house over in Santa's Village. Apparently they're trying to bribe the judges with Andrew Jackson's and George Washington's. Well done. Ooh, we have a logged beach house with pretzel themed motif over here. Are we representing anything in particular? Or are we just more dudes hanging out building houses? So we have another swim team. Wow, a lot of swim team representation tonight. Ooh, over in the northeast corner of the gymnasium, we have Jurassic Park. That was my Velociraptor impression. Holy cow, this is probably the biggest gingerbread house we have ever had. We are calling this the Gymnastics House. The Gymnastics House is enormous. It's not a gymnastic house, it's a gymnastic fortress. Come on by and check that out. The roof is on the bottom of the gymnasium as we speak. This could be an all-timer here at the Gingerbread 2017. Moving along. If you would like me to come on over and comment on your house, come find me and I will do the best I can to be as unbiased as possible.
Remember, if you'd like to donate, go to the link down below at any time throughout the night. Now we go to Alex with a student from Hersey named Paula.
If
Hey, I'm Alex Rivera-Grant, and I'm here with Junior Paula Solarska. So Paula, who are you here with tonight?
Student council.
So who's a part of your team? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, my team is all juniors. It's Jenny Shelty, Natalie Greenfield, and Katie Crafton, and we're all in junior student council. So student council's never been really represented, so we decided that we wanted to do it this year. So yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the house that you're building?
Our house is Christmas gone wrong. So what we decided to do is we took out, we had these chocolate Santas, and we took them out, and we put all this red sprinkles over it to make it look like Santa's dead. That's fine. Mrs. Claus decided to get a little revenge tonight. So yeah, that's it.
So how did you come up with this idea?
Well, everyone's doing this winter wonderland stuff, and we just decided to go the opposite end of it. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. So have you been to the Gingerbuild before?
No, this is actually my first year. I've never been able to code before, so I'm super excited, and I love the environment here, and it's so positive. So yeah.
So as your first time, this must be a little overwhelming for you. How is it seeing these other super advanced Gingerbuild houses?
I'm kind of jealous. I wish I prepared more. So next year I'm gonna go with a bang, and I'm gonna have all this stuff ready. So yeah.
So do you think you're gonna be one of the lucky winners tonight?
No, probably not. But that's okay. I'm just having a great time with my friends, and that's really what matters, this event, and just raising money for Eric. So yeah.
So a part of this whole process, the donating, the Gingerbuild, and hearing the soldiers speak at the assembly, what's your favorite part of all of that?
Well, my favorite activity is by far this one, because just seeing how happy everyone is right now, it's just I don't know, especially being in student council, it just, I don't know, just this, it just makes me happy. So yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna let you get back out there to finish your Christmas gone wrong. So good luck to you. I hope you guys do well tonight. All right, I'm gonna send it to Josh.
Thanks, Alex. Glad to see that students are so excited to just give up their night and help build gingerbread houses for a good cause. Now we go to a time lapse of Cody's build. He was the recipient from 2015.
Back in December, we showed you how in just 1 month, Hersey High School came together to raise over $28,000 to help build a home for Lance Corporal Cody Evans. And just 5 months later, we made the 600-mile journey out here to Speedwell, Tennessee to catch up with the building process. Ever since I touched foot from Middlesboro, Kentucky to Speedwell, Tennessee, local volunteers and citizens have overwhelmed me with the amount of gratitude that they have towards Hersey High School and how vital it was to making this home possible.
I can't tell you what Hersey has done. Hersey is our bedrock. They really are. We are a small organization. We only do one of these a year, but that's a bad thing when you're trying to get a name for yourself so you don't have to struggle every time you do this. And to find Mr. Mix and meeting him and watching what he has created, I think most of the John Hersey family can tell. I think the first time we went to the presentation on the last day of school before Christmas, I think we had about 5 or 6 representatives from A Soldier's Journey Home. And when all of us got done and came back and told everybody how wonderful it was, I think we had this time for Cody Evans, I think there were about 14 of us. And I can promise you there's probably going to be over 30 members of A Soldier's Journey whom are going to be at any event in the future.
I've just been so overwhelmed at the love and kindness that everybody is showing Cody. It's been really amazing.
The fundraisers and just how supportive the school has been and just really involved. It's just, it's been pretty awesome from a school.
The Hersey community is so well respected down here because when we tell everybody how much money has been raised, they just can't believe it. So the efforts by the Hersey community have also inspired people in the Speedwell area as well as the Knoxville area. So you never know how you can affect people's lives by just giving what you can.
Can you believe that just a week ago, crews started with nothing more than just a concrete slab and have been able to transform it into this beautiful home? And not only that, but while I've been down here, the amount of positive energy that I've been surrounded with really shows the motivation of all of these volunteers to get this house finished. Not only is this house gorgeous on the outside, but it's completely specialized for Cody.
The construction process, it's been very compressed, but when we arrived on site, the slab had already been poured. Then the first thing we did was we assembled the walls. So by lunchtime on the first day, we had all the walls up. After the walls were up, we did the roof. Then we start with everything that goes inside the walls: the plumbing, the electrical, and the HVAC, the heating, ventilating, and air conditioning. Now once that's up, then you put the insulation in. And then after the insulation, you start hanging drywall. Once the drywall's up, you start painting, and then after the painting's done, you start installing the flooring. And then after the flooring, your cabinets, your vanities go in, and then you start furnishing the home. So it's been really exciting. We're on day 7 right now, and the exterior is nearly complete. The interior is coming along, and we're hoping to turn the keys over to Cody tomorrow afternoon.
There's not one thing in this house that won't be as easy as possible for Cody to use. Thresholds between doorways, they're much larger. Going from inside to outside, the transition from that will be easy on him to be able to maneuver with his wheelchair. The best part is the people from so many different walks of life that have stopped what they're doing, have just made the Cody Evans house, and then last year Jason Smith's house, their number one priority. And the only two people that it's not a priority for are Jason and Cody. They really are humbled and they don't understand this. Jason Smith has been here all week. Jason Smith has been here running errands, moving lumber, helping out inside. And next year, when we get our next member of the military, Cody Evans is going to be more than willing to help out and do what he can.
It's been nuts. It's 7 days to build a whole house. I mean, all there was out here last Saturday was a slab and just a concrete room. Now you see behind you what's here now. It's been hectic. It's been people staying up all night, people working the tails off, and it's amazing. It feels good to pay it forward. It feels good to be part of an organization that helps soldiers. It's actually an honor for me to even be here today. So it's great.
It's just going to be so much better for him. He can gain so much more independence. He'll have, everything will be easier for him in his new house. That makes me happy.
It's been pretty crazy to watch. Every time I come out, like the next morning after going home and going to sleep, or just going up and getting something to eat and coming back down, there's always something different. It's just been really crazy how hard everyone's been working and how fast it's come up.
Just a couple of days ago, I arrived down here in Tennessee, not really sure what to expect from this build, and the stuff I've encountered, you couldn't make it up. From the stories of people who get up at 6 in the morning only to leave at 3 a.m., really shows the amount of love that everybody has for Cody down here. And I couldn't have been more proud to have been a part of it. From HTV News, I'm Mina Sabet, signing out.
Great to see Cody's build. We were able to catch up with Cody last year at Tony's build. Another donation update. We got another donation from Rebecca. Remember, if you'd like to donate to support this cause, go to the link below. Now we send it to Kelly with a member from Salute Inc.
Hi again, I'm here with Mary Beth Bystorff from Salute Inc. So we here at Hersey know a little bit of what Salute is about, but for someone who doesn't know, could you give us a brief description of some of the work you do?
Sure, absolutely, thank you. Salute is a not-for-profit organization started by my husband and I. It's a local organization, and we partner with community partnerships like high schools and businesses, and we help military members and their families. Filling in the gaps is the best way to describe what we do. If they're injured, if they're coming back from a deployment and they're finding themselves needing some assistance, Salute fills in the gaps financially and tries to help them out as much as we can. And Hersey High School has been an amazing partner with us with gift cards for Christmas gifts, paying mortgages, utility bills, and truly just blessing us and helping these families. So thank you so much for your partnership.
So we've seen the gift card boards all around the school where students have donated $25 gift cards for Target, Walmart, Costco, just average things that I think a lot of us take for granted. but that a soldier returning from war might not, you don't even think that it's something you might need, but once you don't have it, you realize that's what you need. So how did you guys get connected with Soldier's Journey in Hersey High School? How did that partnership come about?
Last year, a family that we were assisting, Salute, Abby and Tony, they were the family, and we introduced them to Soldier's Journey Home, and the home was built for them. And so we were here last year supporting them, and we're here this year supporting the soldiers. So we really appreciate all your efforts, and this is an amazing, amazing event.
Great. This event is one of our favorites. It's a favorite of a lot of people, and I know you're here with a few other members of Salute and rode home from Rush Hospital in downtown Chicago. And we know you're building a gingerbread house as well. So what's your guys' strategy to try and win the gingerbread competition?
Our strategy is to win, and this year it is the Salute Beach House, so please come on by and check it out. It has sand, which is really graham cracker crumbs, but and most important, a flag, and that's what we support, and we support our military members and their families.
That's great. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Great to hear from Salute Inc. Salute Inc. is a great foundation that allows students to help support the war veterans that fought for our country. We got another donation from Charlene. Remember, if you'd like to donate, go to the link down below. Now we go down to Alex.
Hey, I'm with Mr. Sisson, the principal of Hersey. So, Mr. Sisson, as the principal, what do you feel that you have brought to Hersey?
Well, Jimmy Mix had the idea to do this event, and he came to me, and it just was one of those things where you just had to jump on board and get excited about doing something in a season of giving and service over self to somebody that's really in need, that served our country, and that served every one of us. And so it was an easy project to embrace, and it's disheartening to see it take off and be enthusiastically embraced by our students and community.
So seeing how big that it's grown since the first year that it started, how does that make you feel to see that growth?
Well, it makes me feel very, very proud to see the quality of character that our school has, the quality of character that our district has, the quality of character that our community has. How can you not feel good, especially at this time of year, and to see everybody have a good time? There are some horrible, horrible houses out here today, but that doesn't matter because everybody's having such a good time celebrating somebody's service, and that just makes you feel good. It truly is the spirit of giving at its best and greatest, in my experience in 40 years in education.
So I wanted to ask you a little bit about all of the events that have to do with the Gingerbuild and the assembly and the donation, raising the money. What is your favorite part of it all?
Well, I think the favorite part of it all is to see the student body come together in the assembly and see the moment when we present that check to that person that has been deemed to be the recipient of this effort on a yearly basis, and see the pride and joy in that person and often their family, and to see the student body just truly celebrate and honor and reward. It's just a great feeling, and it's too bad we have finals this year, that last week, because it's always a good thing to do right before we go home to celebrate with our families, and so we had to move it up a week early, but it's still going to be my favorite time. It's going to be a great moment to see 2,000 kids celebrate one man, one woman, one person that's been chosen to have a house built for them.
So then my last question for you is, out of everything that Hersey does, and I know you said this is one of your favorite events, but out of all of the things that Hersey does for the community and raising money for things, what's your favorite part of it all?
Well, my favorite part of it all is Mr. Gunther's service over self, because it directly goes to our community, and it helps those that pay taxes in our area and that give so much to so many in District 214. and what he does with the elderly and what he does with the underprivileged and what he does for feeding all those that don't have any ability to feed them is just a grand composite of several things that make me cumulatively feel really, really good. But certainly there's no taking a back seat to this organization and what we do for somebody that has served us in multiple situations of conflict and have given up some of their well-being for our betterment. So it's a tough call. Jimmy has just built this up to such a large scale, but that food drive is pretty impressive too. You know, they're two great moments. They both make me just feel so appreciative.
Thank you so much for letting us interview you, and I hope you have a great night tonight.
Thank you. I absolutely am. I wouldn't miss it at all, and you girls do a great job. Kudos to you for doing these interviews when you could be building a house. You're working hard at what you do and what you love, and it's a testimony to our programming at Hersey, and I'm really excited to see you do these interviews.
Thank you so much. Now we're going to head over to Josh.
Thanks, Alex. Great to see our principal here at the Gingerbuild, ready to support a great cause. Now we go to more live footage of tonight's Gingerbuild.
The football players, actually, guys, I'm impressed. Last year it was an absolute disaster over here. We have the all-in, all-grit tree house. I'm a little nervous what might happen to the base of it. Well intended. I like the reinforcements on the court. Almost looks like a rocket ship. I like that. Well, let's take a look at the new stadium of the football house. Fantastic. Well done. Swing on over, look at the football stadium. They even lined up Coach Donatucci's 4-3 defense against Lincoln Way Central's slot 3-back offense. Fantastic stuff. Quick announcement, folks. If you are part of the cleanup crew that will happen here after 8 o'clock, I believe that's the football team, the girls track team, NHS, and the choir, just be prepared and plan on staying after 8 o'clock to try to help clean everything up. Thanks, guys. We'll be drawing raffles in 9 minutes.
Looks like everyone's having fun at tonight's Gingerbuild. Now we go down to Kelly with a student, Jalissa.
I'm down with Julissa. Julissa, how are you?
I'm good.
So what year in school are you?
I'm senior.
And how many Gingerbuilds have you been to? How many Gingerbuilds have you been to?
I've been 1 year.
I've been here 1 year.
Okay. And who are you building with tonight? Are you with friends or are you with a club or a sport?
Oh, I'm with my friend for Deaf Club, Deaf Volleyball, and IAD Junior. But who?
I'm here with Junior IAD, Deaf Volleyball, and the deaf students at Hersey High School.
That's great. That's great. What kind of style or kind of look are you guys going for your gingerbread house?
We make it for like shoulder, like a long.
We're trying to make a long house with a courtyard in the middle, and we're decorating snow on top with deaf culture items. In the middle, we're going to have a big courtyard. So.
That's great. Thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this night. It's so much fun building the houses. Thanks.
Thank you.
Folks, we're going to begin the call with Raffles. Judges will have it right after that. Thank you. Clean up crew. You ready? You know who you are? Alrighty, folks, we are now going to start announcing the raffle prizes. If you purchased raffle tickets, please direct your attention to the raffle winner screen on the northeast corner. So, again, in order to win the raffle, not only did you have to purchase the winning ticket, you also have to come and claim it as well. Take out your raffles. We are going to announce the raffles first, and then we will announce the winners of the Gingerbuild. So, for the ESPN Radio Chicago 1 tour for 2 behind the scenes, if you have the following number, please come forward, bring the ticket and confront and claim your prize. 439-514. If you have the winning raffle ticket, please come up as soon as possible to claim your raffle. 439-514. Ladies and gentlemen, we have winner Scott Taney, Hersey's field goal kicker, wins the ESPN Chicago Radio 1 tour for 2 behind the scenes. All right, here's our next raffle prize, the Old Orchard, for some 18-hole green fees with cart. That's actually a value of $650. It's expensive to golf over there. The winner, 424-089. Old Orchard for some 18-hole green fees with cart. Winner, 424-089. We have a winner. Ranzio wins the Old Orchard Foursome 18-hole. Next raffle, the Prospect Heights Park District 1 3-month fitness pass. The winner, 439-495. The Prospect Heights Park District 1 3-month fitness pass. Please come forward and claim it. 439-495. We have a winner. The one and only Tommy Lumsden. Like he needs a 3-month fitness pass. Winner. The next raffle. The Chicago White Sox 4 lower box game tickets. Hopefully they don't make. Never mind, I won't even talk about that right now. 423-354. Hopefully you're a White Sox fan. 4 lower box game tickets. 423-354. There it is. 423-354. We got ourselves a winner. Kyle Mackey wins the White Sox tickets. The next.
Now we go to Tony's story of last year's build.
Story begins in December 2016. Just before Christmas time, the small town of Spring Grove, Illinois learned that they'd be getting some new neighbors. Now, here I stand in front of the completed house. Over 500 volunteers have volunteered their time and energy to build this house from the ground up in just 10 days. This is the story of the Chobanovs' journey home.
I love my job overseas and what we did. I love doing it, but kind of get hung up on it. A little bit adrenaline junkie, a little bit, you feel important. You feel real important when you're doing your job there because it's life or death. So you might get hung up on it a little bit and took my mind off of it. And each one of these guys, I had a little conversations with them on the side when they got a minute, when they weren't working. And every time I talked to one of these guys, I learned something. I learned another way of coping with things, another way of handling things. I swear I cut through 10 years of therapy in these past 9 days. It's just, these guys are so awesome. It's the greatest learning experience of my life. You couldn't teach us in a school or a college or anywhere else. These men all have life experience that most people don't have.
I met him at Hersey back in December. But yesterday, last night, we were sitting out on the road talking, and I said, "You're a totally different person than who I met in December, and he's becoming more comfortable around everybody, and it's been really nice, and more open and to talk to people, just to be around the family and to get to know them on a personal level. Here we are, we're building them a house."
Over the last 9 days, we've had very few obstacles and barriers. The only ones that we can't control, but things have happened, has been with the weather. We've had a couple of days of weather that have caused us some problems. But in the whole practice and the whole project, we've had a lot of good things happen, so we haven't had many obstacles or barriers.
Everybody here just works. I've been a carpenter my whole life. 45, I got 50 years working in the field. And I have never in my life, I was a superintendent for 30 years, never seen anything go like this before in my life, ever.
This one ran very smoothly, and it allowed for people to enjoy time to communicate and talk with each other outside of building 12 and 16 hours a day. We had more free time to actually visit and take our time and really make this the place you see right now.
My wife and kids are just amazed. I've never seen them so happy. And that's what does it for me. So that's what it means to me. The community is amazing. I cannot thank, the local people around here did so much, and they're so welcoming and warming. I feel like I've lived here for years, just like I feel like I know these guys for 20 years.
Basically, it's a dysfunctional family. We can leave and come back a year later, and everybody can pick up the same way when we left off.
Get here for 6:30 in the morning, and we leave around 7 o'clock at night. The group gets tired, you move on, you go get rest, because you're not any good if you're not well rested. And I'm not saying we're well rested, you're getting 5-6 hours of sleep a night, and that's it.
To me, like I said, it was being around these guys. They're like they're the missing link between where I was and where I need to be. And I feel like I made a lot of progress in these past 9 days. It was the greatest 9 days of my life being around these men. I know it's a brand new house and it's awesome, it's beautiful, it's the most beautiful house I've ever seen, but these guys are really awesome. I mean, you want to talk about down to earth, really good people, every one of them. Just an amazing person.
You're changing a life in the big picture, and we take a couple of days off of work, we come drive some nails, we're painting, working on some sheetrock, but we're changing a life. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me.
Walking the halls of this house is truly an amazing experience. I've never experienced such solidarity and a strong sense of community. Even through adverse weather, with their backs against the wall, this amazing group of people have come together to build a house anyone would be lucky to call home. They've truly shown me that family goes far beyond DNA. What an amazing way to complete this soldier's journey home. For HTV News, I'm Kelly Helmer.
Attention all Hersey students. Tomorrow we will be having a holiday assembly. Let's take a look at last year's assembly.
How's it going? Good.
Your participation in Team Home shows the appreciation.
Tonight's closing remarks.